Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Enjoy the Bounty of Planning with Dr. Tanisha Taylor. So I am really excited today. I'm gonna bring y'all a plan with me, which I have not brought to y'all in a minute. But today we're gonna do a plan with me in my work planner. So I'm really excited about this. So let's go ahead and dig into it. I am going to use a couple of stickers, so I just pulled out the Fall Harvest sticker book from Happy Planner, and then I have my little planner pouch with all of my pens and my little doozy what's-its. And so I am going to be using a few of these spotlight stickers and dot stickers from Cloth and Paper. So I have the dot stickers in Angora, the spotlights in Pistachio. I also have some dots in Pistachio, dots in Sedona, spotlights in Sedona, spotlight stickers in Avant-Garde, and then in Linen, I have dots and spotlights, and then in Angora, I have spotlights, and then in Ibiza, I have some ellipsis. So we'll see kind of what comes to mind as I'm kind of going through, but those are some of the ones we're going to be working with. And then also out of my planner pouch, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my Sharpie, because if you're going to write on these spotlight stickers or these ellipsis stickers, you need to use a Sharpie or some oil-based pen. And then let's also get my trusty Cloth and Paper, I was about to call them pinchers. Y'all, well, I don't know what is wrong with me lately, where all of these like old words that my grandmother used to say are coming to my mind as like the first word. And so I don't know. Anyway, that's what she used to call tweezers. So, but these are tweezers. So I'm gonna use my pinchers today. And then I think that's it, because I don't think I'm gonna use my dot pens, because I think I'm gonna use the stickers instead. And then of course I have my laptop here as well, because as I've mentioned before, I actually keep my iCal. I have both my personal, like all my personal dates and my work dates go into one digital calendar. So there is always one calendar where I can see everything together all at once. So I've pulled that up, so we'll go ahead and put those dates on here. So as y'all know, I keep a personal planner and a work planner. So I have already done my personal planner, so we are just gonna do the work planner. So let's go ahead and pull out the dates that we need. So let's pull this out. And actually, let's go ahead and pull out the following week as well, because I am going to be attending the National Communication Association conference coming up in a bit. And I like my planner to be filled in sometimes when I'm gonna be traveling, so that the week that I come back, especially if I'm gonna be traveling on a Sunday, the planner is already filled in, it's already decorated, it's already ready to go, because I'll be getting back on a Sunday. And I might not really have as much time as I would like to be able to work on this. So just checking to make sure that we are in the frame. So, all right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk through this a little bit while I do this with y'all, so that you have an idea of kind of like how I sort of do this. So let's just, oops. need to get the calendar up. So I don't know about y'all, but sometimes when I have conferences, like the days before the conference are like ridiculous. It's like every meeting on the planet wants to try and happen the day before the conference. It's crazy. And this year is no exception. There's just a lot going on. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna move these pages out of the way for a moment, just so that it's not so bulky. So I do like to have a little bit more decor when I have a lot going on, but I'm not gonna be, I don't need to use all of the spaces like I normally would. So we are going to use some of these. And before I do that, I am going to highlight the week that we are on. So this is a Tombow. I have completely worn this off, so I do not have any idea what color that is. But I know it was part of like a neutral set that I bought like a year ago. So if I can figure it out, I might try to put the link to the color in the description below. So I know that there are some like pumpkins and florals and stuff, and I kind of want to do those. Ooh, these are cute though, so I know I want to do this right here. So I will also be filming a little bit later a team carry-on kind of pack with me sort of video, because a few of you have said that you would be interested in that as well. So look for that to be coming soon too. And I don't know if that's gonna go up before this or if it's gonna go up after this, but it'll be there. All right, so in my area is supposed to be kind of cool in the next couple of days. And then where I'm going for the conference is also gonna be cool. But I really wanted to do like this little and this, because yes, it's cool and it's sweater weather, but this is also sort of the color scheme that I'm gonna be in for my conference. So I am super excited about it. All right, and then I'm gonna do this little sweater weather sticker. Let's see if I could get this to come off. Oh, that's actually transparent. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Okay, make sure I'm straight. Okay, love that. Okay, so I really like these kind of big florals, but I think I'm gonna need some of this room. So I don't want to take it all up, but I don't think I'm gonna really need it here. So let's do one of these big ones right here. Right down along the bottom. Oh, I like that. So because this is my work planner, I don't usually decorate this. If I decorate, I don't decorate too heavy in this one, because I do need to be able to write and use space a lot of times. And it's funny, I go through these phases where I want no color, no decoration at all, and then where I want all the color and all the decor. Like I don't even know like why or what sparks it. I do know it's this time of year though when I like to have like a lot of decor. And something about the fall makes me want to have a lot of decor in my planner. Okay, let's do something right here. And I'm kind of liking this script, but I don't know. Let me give that some more thought. Okay, what else do we have? Let's see. As I do, when I'm thinking about what to put down, I also am keeping an eye on my calendar as far as what actually needs to be written in my planner, because I am definitely still, even when I used to do a lot of bullet journaling, you could go back and look at my early bullet journal videos, I never did so much decor that I couldn't write on my pages. Like, you know, some folks, like, there's so much decor that you're just like, how do you write stuff in on there? Like, I've never been one of those. Like, I love a pretty planner, but there has to be white space to be able to write in. Like, I could never quite get the hang of like writing in text boxes and stuff like that. Like, never really could quite make that work for me. Okay, let's pull this one over, because we do want to make sure we decorate Saturday and Sunday too. So I think I want to do, I think I want to use this time for an adventure sticker in the note section. For Sunday. And then let's go ahead and do these glasses. So I just kind of like those. I think those are cute. And then I think that'll be it for that. Okay. Yeah. All right, so let's take a look. Just want to look at one other thing. Because I've already done my personal planner and I've used some like dots and things, and I'm trying to look and see if I want to, essentially if I want to be consistent and use the same color theme in here that I used in there. And I think I kind of do. So let's go ahead and prepare to do that. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I'm gonna do it like this. So because this Tombow drags ink, and I want my highlighted meetings to be, certain things to be highlighted, but I don't want to drag the ink. I'm gonna make sure I go in and do the highlights first and then write in. So let's do 2 actually for this one. Oops. So this day is really interesting because I actually have 2 things going on at 12 o'clock, but one of them is for the DEF lecture series and the other one is the student meeting for my department. So I have both of those 12 o'clock meetings on my electronic calendar, but in my written calendar, I tend to do, when I have double schedule like that, I tend to write down the one that's the priority, right? So for me, because I'm department chair, the student meeting is a priority over the lecture series event. So if this meeting ends early, then I'll go to the lecture series because it's also a video call, so I can jump on there later. But I really love using the Tombow to highlight certain things so that I know what's happening and what's important. So one of the things that they gave as a tip on one of the cloth and paper happy hours was to schedule your to-dos. And let me tell you what a huge difference that has made for me. I can't even tell you. Hold on. Y'all know I can't talk and write at the same time. If you're new here, I cannot talk and write at the same time. So I'm gonna stop talking so I can write and spell all the words correctly. Okay, and for you guys who are new, I cannot draw straight lines to save my life. So I do usually pull out a ruler when I really want the lines to be straight. I don't always pull out a ruler. Sometimes I don't really care. I'm just like, I'll freehand it and hope for the best. But this week, I kind of want the lines to be straight. So as I was saying, I still use my task space up here, and I usually use that on the day to add tasks and then this space obviously to add notes. But one of the things that I started doing since I heard that tip from Cloth and Paper about putting your tasks on your agenda with a time, man, has that made a huge difference. Like, it's so crazy. I can't even believe what a difference that has made since I started doing that. Like, it's been, I don't know, I've gotten, the tasks just don't like kind of migrate as often as I did before. Because I used to migrate my tasks all the time. Because I was like, okay, well, I didn't really get that done. It still needs to be done. And so, it's just like, oh, I'll do it later. Like, it'll just get done tomorrow. So one of the things that I started doing a while back is for student appointments, I now put a little task box next to them because I want to mark off if they actually come and I meet with them, then I want to go ahead and mark them off. If they reschedule with me, I want to mark them as rescheduled. If they didn't come, then I want to mark those as delete, especially those that are being scheduled through my Calendly. I want to be able to mark off that they were no-shows or deleted meetings so that I can have a better sense going through the Calendly analytics to know which times are good times for students to meet and which ones aren't. So going through my Calendly analytics a couple of months ago, I realized that whenever I have office hours on Mondays, those are the least scheduled days in my Calendly, and they were the most often canceled. So I was like, you know what I'm gonna stop doing? Offering Mondays. So I just took that out of my Calendly. I just don't have Mondays anymore. And that has actually worked out super well for me because now I don't have as many cancellations. So, but I still like this kind of bullet method of being able to mark and easily be able to see what happened and what didn't. It's also a nice way for being able to form, it's a nice way for me to be able to see the difference between meetings with students and meetings with other people. And so that is also one of the reasons why I did that. I've been playing around with different formats of how I wanted to do that for a while. And so this is just finally what I landed on. About this planner is that because the agenda is not timed, you can start it as early or as late as you like. And so I really like that because it means that, you know, I have something, for example, on this day that doesn't happen. The first thing that I really have to focus on is at 12:30. And this day is actually gonna go a lot longer with stuff. This is the Friday with stuff going way deeper into the evening that I want to be able to pay attention to, but I don't want to, you know, kind of lose the opportunity to be able to use all of the lines. And so that's actually why I really prefer using this particular format. So So let's see, so this is one that I really need to pay really particular attention to. So we're gonna do the spotlight that way. I think, no. Okay. The other thing I like is if you're not too hard on it, you can pull it back up. There is a little bit of ink transfer there, but I'm not really worried about that because I'm going to do this and kind of just write the little bullet box in the inside. So that'll kind of take care of that. Okay. And we'll do something else different for that. Okay, so this is essentially these things, because I'm gonna need to fill in some other details. I'm going to fill these in off camera, but this is essentially what this week is gonna look like. And then I'll fill in the details off camera because I'm gonna have to put in some other things that are probably I don't necessarily want on camera. But let's go ahead because the week after that is Thanksgiving. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of decor. And this one, I think I can actually do everything pretty much on camera. So you can see what kind of a typical work week looks for me, because yeah, for this one I can pretty much do everything on camera. So let's go ahead and bring back my sticker book. Now I'm gonna start with the Thanksgiving weekend to decorate the weekend first, because I want to be able to use some of these bigger quotes and bigger stickers. So let's take a look at some of this. Ooh, I think I'm going to use this big quote sticker right here. But I want to use this. Yeah, I want to do this big floral first. So for the weekend, because y'all know I don't really typically use my planner on the weekend like that, I want to do, especially for Thanksgiving weekend, I want to put this down all the way across. And I think I want to use this one to get the rest of the way. Yeah. And then we're going to use this huge quote right here, but I think what I'm going to have to do oh yeah, we are gonna have to use a little bit of white out to white out this area here, because we're gonna actually come across this. Ooh, yeah, that's a pretty couple of days. I like that. Okay, that's gonna be nice for a little Thanksgiving. And then, so the quote says, nature is the best medicine for serenity, peace, calmness, stillness. It's good for the heart. And so I just really like that. So I'm gonna go with that. And then there are some, so I have this one that says thankful, grateful, and blessed. But let's see what else. There are some other kind of like Thanksgiving-y vibe stickers in here. Here we go. So I don't know if I want to do this big one for Thanksgiving, or if I want to do that other more metallic one. I love those metallic stickers because those metallic quote stickers are so pretty. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Or do I want to do this quote that says, "It is up to you to see the beauty in everyday things"? You know what? I think I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do more of these florals all the way across so that when I look at this whole spread, I'll have those florals going all the way across, which again is one of those things that I barely ever do anymore. But this actually, like I said, this is the time of year when if I'm gonna do like big, heavy decor, especially in my work planner, it's gonna happen now. Predominantly, you know, during Thanksgiving and Christmas, when I'm not really going to the office and I'm not really using my work planner per se, because I like it when I go back and I look for other things and kind of flip through it. I like the kind of a memory keeping aspect of a paper planner. I love the memory keeping aspect of a paper planner, if I'm being honest. And so I love to do these kind of more decorative spreads during the break periods like Christmas, Thanksgiving, summer. And I feel like the more decorative they are, like it gives me, when I go back and look at them, it gives me a sense of like how relaxed I might have been or even how stressed I might have been going back and looking at the decor of it. And I think what I'm gonna do, because this is Thanksgiving, I think I'm gonna put it up here. So let's go ahead and wipe out. I think, do I want it to be centered more or less? I think I want it to be centered more or less. So let's take that out because that says Thanksgiving. Let's take out that task line. Let's use our pinchers so we have our hands out of the way. We could have a better idea of where we're laying this down. Oops, we took a little bit of that white outline with us. Okay. Yay. Ooh, I like how that looks. Okay, and I do see that my sticker went over into my hole, so I'm gonna need to punch this. Oops. There we go. Okay. Ooh, that is super pretty. That is super pretty. Okay. Love that. So let's do the front. And I think for this, I just want to use a little bit of the floral, but same floral stickers. But I want to kind of keep them more in the corners. Because this is a working week, the first part of the week. Let's cut this little extra bit off. Oops. There we go. Ooh, that is so pretty. I really like that. Okay, let's see if we can find some more of these stickers. Some little ones. So I think I want to just do like some little leaves. Let's do this little one. Let's do oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, that's enough. We're gonna stop there. And let's go ahead and see. Let's add in our meetings. Let's put our case back on these sharp things so we don't stab ourselves accidentally. Oops. Got a little sticker extra. There we go. Stick that there. On this day, let me actually do this. Even as I do this, I'm like, am I gonna keep this? I'll have to look, it depends. So I have a faculty meeting here. And my faculty know I am a huge fan of canceling a meeting if an email will do. So I know I said just a little bit ago that I usually do the bullet kind of boxes for like student meetings. And now I'm actually realizing I don't just do them for student meetings. I pretty much do them for any meeting that isn't like an event. or is a meet, and if it's a meeting where also I control some of the schedule and could cancel or reschedule, I tend to do boxes for those two, which is actually just kind of interesting. Now that I think about it, it's just I don't know, everybody has a thing, right? More over the years, I've come to realize that grading is one of those tasks that I have to put on my schedule in order to get it done. And B, has to be, I used to be able to do grading like late at night. Like I could do everything else that had to be done throughout the day and then sit down and do the grading at like 10, 11 o'clock at night. That has been less and less true the longer I've been doing this. Because I'm like, oh, it's 11 o'clock at night, let's just go to bed. And so I have really found that I need to make sure and do that earlier. Otherwise, there's a pretty decent chance it's not gonna happen that day. And I need to stop that. So I'm trying this new thing this year, this semester really, where I really just move the grading up. I put it on my calendar and then I move it up early, way earlier in the day than I used. And I'm hoping that that is going to make a difference. Because otherwise, I feel like I am grading like in this weird rush, or like I don't know. It's not going the way I want it to go. It's not going the way I want it to go. Now, I want y'all to know, I'm looking at these Tuesday appointments like, I wonder, because any of y'all who teach or have been teaching for a while, you know that week before Thanksgiving or the week of Thanksgiving is a roll of the dice every year in terms of, are students gonna show up? Are they gonna hold the meetings that they scheduled? Like, what's really gonna happen? So I'm gonna write them in. I'm gonna be optimistic. Alrighty. Okay, so that is the setup. It's gonna be the setup for the week of Thanksgiving. I really love that. Let's go back and also highlight that week. So it starts with the 21st. All right, so I just love how that came out. So let's go ahead and bring the planner back over let's put these pages right back in here, because that is pretty much it. And let's take a look as we place these back in at what we got going on. I think we need to, we need to punch this one again because this one has a little bit of sticker that's coming in. Oops. Whoa. Okay, there we go. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and do it like that. And let's go ahead and put this right here. And what I'm gonna do is, yeah, we'll just paper clip these together. And actually, I'm gonna switch out. We're gonna use our cloth and paper magnetic clip and clip those pages together. And that way, when I go and pull the clip, it'll open right to the current page. And then this overview, I usually use as a notes spot. As you can see, I just leave sticky notes here and write sticky notes. And then behind this vellum are actually some student notes that of some ongoing things like student issues and things that I need to resolve. And so I started putting, because I like to leave my planner open on my desk during the day when I'm in the office or even when I'm working from home. But I noticed that when I was going to the office more often, I needed to make sure that I had a way to cover up those notes so that people weren't able to really see them and read them. And so printing out that really pretty vellum really worked for me. And so this vellum I just printed out. This is just an image from Canva, and I just printed it on some vellum paper. And then having the weight of this overview tab on top of that does keep it flat, because as you can see, the paper does curl up. So we'll just do that back there, and then we will, like I said, I have my cloth and paper magnetic clip to hold the pages so that I can flip instantly to the current page. And then I think I noticed there's already on the November, yeah, I already have this little rose gold coffee cup paper clip clipping the plastic tab and the vellum, as well as the first page of the calendar to each other, so that when I open the November tab, it just takes me right to the monthly spread. So I don't think I need this extra clip, so I'm just gonna drop this inside there so that if I need an extra clip, I will have one. So this is the layout and what we're doing for the next 2 weeks. So I am super excited about this, and I'm already really looking forward to being able to use these 2 weeks worth of layouts. So thank you so much for joining me today on this plan with me as I went through and planned the next 2 weeks in my cloth and paper weekly, or I guess this is cloth and paper. I refer to it as a weekly, but it's really a day. They call it a daily on 2 pages. But either way, thanks for joining me. If you have any questions or anything, you could put those down below, of course. And then I'll try to remember, there are a couple of things that I mentioned that I will definitely make sure I put in the descriptions down below. But of course, if you have questions or what have you, you can obviously ask those in the comments. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and the notification. If you are new here, thank you for coming. If you're returning, thank you for coming too. And I hope that all of you enjoy the bounty of your plans. See you on the next one. Bye, everybody.